for that, that's for sure. All right, so once again, my name was Sean O'Brien. For the camera, please say your first and last name.
Jason Davis.
And I got you down for 7 laps in a beautiful McLaren 570S. Sound good?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Mirrors are all set up for me, okay? I'll watch for any other cars you got coming up behind you on the right or the left. I'll let you know when to pass any other cars on the right or the left, and I usually might place my hands on the wheel for safety reasons if we do get into close proximity with other cars. Or if I just want to show you the racing line a little bit better. I might say, hey, turn in a little bit tighter here. Wait a little longer to turn in. Now make that turn in. Something like that. So you can just focus on keeping your eyes up, looking through your corners, looking where you want to go. Your vision, your racing line, that's the most important thing out there. That's where you're going to see your biggest improvements in your driving. Other than that, just keep it nice and smooth and balanced. Smooth with the brakes, but firm. Smooth with the steering and balance, and smooth onto that throttle as you come off those corners. Like I said, I'll give you tips, pointers, help you improve. I'll let you go as fast as you want, as long as you're doing things right, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So your paddle shifts, they're really easy to use. Upshift is on the right. Downshift is on the left. You just pull them back towards you to select that gear, up or down. It's mostly gear 3, 4, and maybe a little bit of 5th down that long straightaway, depending on our speed. So we're not doing a whole bunch of gear changes out there, but there will be some. You comfortable with that?
Yeah, cool.
Any questions?
Am I gonna need this dash at all?
No.
Okay, because I can't see with my sunglasses.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. This is things like radio, the AC. I got it all set up and blowing on it. So you good with the temperature?
Yep,
that's pretty much the best I can get it.
Yeah.
With what we got. All right, so let's go ahead and put it into gear by putting your foot on the brake, upshifting once. And now you can pull forward, and you're basically going to make a U-turn to the left.
Okay.
Head on over towards the stop sign at the track entry point. And you can actually just pull right past them, but stop right before those 2 blue cones. That way I can look around the wall here to our right. A couple cars coming around, so we're going to hang out here for just a moment. We're going to hang out here for just a little bit longer. That way we can get the Hellcat by. As you can imagine, he moves pretty quickly around this track here. So we'll pull out, not actually behind him, but the yellow Gallardo that's following. And then that's where we'll end up going. So we're going to wait for one more car, and then we'll head out onto track. Okay, you can start to head onto track now. Merge over to your right, and then shift up once. Good. Shift up again. And then make your way through the chicane over towards the left-hand side. You just want to go straight through it, come out a little bit wide and to the left, look to your right, and then start your turn in towards your apex. Start to squeeze onto the throttle as you come out of the corner over to the left-hand side of the track. Straighten out that wheel, put the power down, let's go. Shift up once. Good, shift up once. All right, awesome. So start to apply the brake, downshift once. Eyes right, start your turning down to your apex, all the way down to the bottom of the track here. Then start to squeeze back onto the throttle as you unwind to the left-hand side. So it's a pretty wide corner here. You get a lot of space, which is nice. And then you want to be getting back onto the brakes about here. As you get faster, obviously I'll tell you to brake a little bit harder. For now, let's just keep on going, squeezing back onto that throttle pedal, working your way back over to the right-hand side, and then transitioning back over here to your left-hand side, balancing up and over the crest, and then accelerating down the hill, coming out a little bit wide and to the right, and then bringing the car back over to your left-hand side. Good, and onto the brakes, eyes right, and start your turn in towards your apex. We'll try turning in a little bit later there, and that should allow us a nice wide angle and allow us to carry more speed in, through, and out of the corner. So we don't want to start turning into the left for your chicane until about now. That way we can straight line it and kind of thread that needle towards our turn-in point on the left. Look to your right for your apex, then turn in towards it. Remember to look where you want to go before you actually make the decision to turn the wheel. Know where you want to go first, and then make that decision. Full throttle, shift up. Shift up. Good. Brake hard. Downshift once. Eyes right. Start your turn in down to your apex. Good. Release the brakes. Squeeze the throttle. And smoothly unwind to the left. Good. Back to full throttle. Brake. Good. Eyes right. Start your turn in. Release the brake. Squeeze the throttle. Get the car over to your right. brake. Transition back over to left. Good balance, up and over the crest, throttle down the hill, come out wide right. Stay on the power, back over to your left. And then brake straight, downshifting once. Turning it in towards your apex. Good, squeeze the throttle, let the car come out a little wide here, then bring it over to your right. Transition back over to left and then on the throttle, straight through. Good, and brakes, eyes right, start your turning. Start to accelerate and unwind to the left. Good, and go, go, go. Shift. Shift. Brakes. Downshift, a little bit more brake. And then turn in. So just get a little bit more aggressive with that initial brake pedal press. That way we can get the car slowed down in time to slowly come off of the brake. Onto the brakes here, eyes right. Start your turn in. Squeeze back onto that throttle pedal. Good, make your way to the right. And back over to left now. Balance up and over the crest and then throttle down the hill. Good, stay on the power, back over to left. Brake straight, downshifting once. Good, how you feeling?
Pretty good.
This car's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Back on the throttle, come on nice and wide, then bring it over to your right. Good job. Good, back over to your left on the throttle. Brake soft, eyes right, start your turning. Eyes looking down that straightaway. Squeeze that throttle down, straighten out the wheel, and let's go. Shift up. Shift up. So initial brake press is harder. Downshift. Now start to release the brake as you turn it. There you go. Good transition. Start to squeeze onto that throttle and wind to the left. Good job. Catching up to this Porsche here in front of us. Let's get a little bit closer, and then we'll make a pass. Just stay on the racing line till we get there. Turn in now towards your apex. Good. Accelerate. Squeeze back into the throttle. Stay with them. And we're going to make a pass on them probably coming up here. Turn it in towards your apex. Start to throttle. Good, come out wide. All right, hopefully they see us soon. Let's get a little bit closer to them. Go ahead and downshift once. Turn in towards your apex. Good. You're good. And let's pass. Back over to left. Good, let's slow it down a little bit. We're gonna give the Hellcat the preferred line here. All good, tucking right behind him. Awesome, let's go, chase him down. Give you a partner to play with. Shift up, good. Keep going, a little farther, now brake hard. Downshift once, stay on the brakes, start your turning, release the brake. Squeeze back into the throttle and unwind to the left. Straighten the wheel out, full throttle. Now brake, harder, good. Eyes right, start your turning, release the brake. Squeeze the throttle, bring it back over to the right, back over to left. Good. Accelerate wide right, stay on the throttle, stay on the throttle, stay on the throttle. Now brake straight, downshifting once. Good. Good. Now accelerate out of the corner, bring it back over to the right. Just lift over to left and throttle. Soft on the brakes, eyes right, and then turn it in. Squeeze that throttle down to full as you straighten out the wheel. Shift, shift, and brake. Downshift once. Good, turn in. There you go, good. Nice, getting up on that wheel. I like it, back on the throttle all the way down. Push, push, push. And brakes. Right, start your turning, release the brake. Good, you got it. Back onto the throttle. Keep that momentum up. Transition back over to left. Smooth over the crest. Accelerate down the hill. Stay on the throttle all the way into your next braking zone. And brakes, downshifting once, and then turning it in. Good. Start to throttle a little bit more. You got it, you got it. Bring it back over to the right. Back over to left on the throttle. Nice. Turn it in. And squeeze that throttle down. Straighten out that wheel. Let's go, let's go. And one more upshift. There you go. You got it. Brake hard. Harder. Downshift. Good. There you go. Hold on tight. Back onto throttle. Good. Push to full throttle as you straighten the wheel. Brake hard. Good. Eyes right. Turn it in. Releasing the brakes. Squeeze back into the throttle. Get the car over to your right. Soft on the brakes. Back over to left. Balancing up and over the crest. Accelerating down the hill. Bringing it back over to the left. And brakes. Downshift. Turn it in. Nice. And throttle. Good. And go, go, go. To the right side. Alright, awesome job. Good stuff. So, we're going to start to cool the car down as we make our way onto the straightaway. Basically, on this cool down lap, I want you to drive at about 50 to 60 miles an hour. I want you to upshift twice into 5th gear. And I don't want you to use the brakes at all for the entire lap. So we don't want to get ourselves into a speed where we're going to want to slow down. Just try to maintain this speed right here. No brakes. Let some air come and pass through over everything and cool it all down before we bring it on in. All right, my man, what'd you think?
That was awesome.
Is that cool or what? You can just stay on the racing line for now. There's nobody coming yet. I'll let you know if anybody does. No, really good job building up your pace, progressing with each lap. Go ahead and just kind of coast through here. And then, yeah, just kind of feeling out the car. A couple corners really there. You can kind of feel like right when you're kind of at that limit, you feel that rubber, you feel those tires, just kind of giving you a little bit of hints like, hey, this is it right here.
Yeah.
You got it. This is what you want to try to duplicate. This is where you want to build up that consistency. So really good job with that. Good job with the vision too. You can always work on vision, especially no matter what you drive,
Right.
because vision is the one thing that translates from car to car. You're going to exit track left, up and over this hump, and then right behind the red and gray barrier back into the pits. But yeah, just training yourself, especially as you get faster, as you get more comfortable, as you start to push a bit harder, pushing yourself a little bit harder, maintaining that good vision to kind of access that information as quickly as possible, allowing your brain enough time to kind of translate it. Go ahead and go straight and then to your right. Becomes more difficult the faster you go. You have to process information faster.
Okay.
Yeah, and then parking 14 at the very end. Good stuff.
That was amazing.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Go ahead and just kind of link around. You're fine. You should have the right of way. Cool. This will be us. So as you pull into the stall here, that's perfect. A little bit further and stop. Turn the wheel all the way to your right.
Right.
Yep. And then you can take your foot off of the brake now and just let it stop on its own. And right there, you are all set, my friend. Any questions?
No, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Excellent.